More trouble in Igboland as IPOB explains bad things that will happen if another state is created in Southeast. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for tuning in and listening to this headline that we brought to your earrings this morning. Our headline for this morning says that more trouble in Igboland as IPOB explains bad things that will happen if another state is created in Southeast. We have it that the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB) has firmly rejected a proposal bill to create another additional state in southeast region of Nigeria, instead advocating for a referendum to determine the region's continued union with Nigeria. Politics Nigeria reports that the bill put forward by Imo State Representative Ikeja Ugoshinyere successfully passed its first reading on the House of Representatives on Thursday. The proposed legislation seeks to establish Olu State, which would be carved out from part of Imo, Abia, Anambra states. Despite the legislative progress, IPOB spokesperson Umar Powerful has publicly dismissed the initiative. According to Powerful, the region does not need more states, but rather the opportunity to decide its own destiny through referendum. Powerful argued that the creation of a new state would exacerbate existing issues rather than resolve them. He highlighted the ever-increasing cost of governance in Nigeria, suggesting that another state would only strain the nation's resources further and contribute to the existing problem. Ima Powerful's statement underscores IPOB's long-standing call for self-determination and autonomy. The group has consistently argued that Southeast interests are not adequately represented within the current structure of Nigeria. By demanding a referendum, IPOB aims to give the people of Southeast a direct voice in deciding their political and economic future. The proposed Olu states would the proposed Olu states would include territories from Imo, Abia and Anambra states, a move intended to address issues of representation and governance. However, IPOB remains that the creation of a new administrative boundaries is a superficial solution that fails to address the fundamental concerns of the region's inhabitants. We don't want we don't want more states in Igbo land, Powerful said. Creating more states in Igbo land means creating more confusion and hatred among the Igbo. The already existing states have not been well managed by Nigeria, and now you want to create one more confusion. Most of the existing states in the country are not um, viable, and they want to add more confusion and problem, he said. Powerful criticized the bill also touched on broader economic concerns. He pointed out that Nigeria is already grappling with high cost of governance, and creating a new state would only add to this financial burden. This perspective aligns with broader criticism of Nigeria's federal structure, with which some argue is bloated and ineff- ineffective. By rejecting the state creation bill, IPOB is not only pushing back against what it sees as an ineffective solution, but also emphasizing the need for more substantial changes. The group believes that a referendum would allow the people of the Southeast to make an informed choice about their future, free from the constraints of the existing political framework. And that is all we have for you concerning this headline, which says more trouble in Igbo land as IPOB explains bad things that will happen if another state is created in the southeast. Well, once again, I would like to say that if you're not yet part of the family, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and also leave a like on this video to get more interesting updates anytime we post a video like this. Okay, back to this headline. It says that the indigenous people of Biafra, they rejected the proposed bill. That they rejected the bill. You know, recently they they just brought a bill on how to create another additional state in the southern eastern part of Nigeria, making the Igbo state 6 instead of 5. And the IPOB rejected that bill to create an additional state in the southeast region of Nigeria instead of advocating for a referendum to determine the region continued union with Nigeria, saying that they rejected creating another state. Said instead of the government trying to create another state, advocate for the freedom, advocate for the freedom of the state, so that they will be free from the union with Nigeria. Politics Nigeria report that the bill put forward by yes, the bill was put forward by Imo State representative in Kenja Ugoshinyere. The bill successfully passed its first reading in the House of Representatives on Thursday, and the proposed legislation seeks to establish Olu State. Yes, Olu State is the name of the proposed state that they want to create now, which would be carved out from part of Imo State, Abia State, and Anambra State. And despite all this, Ima Powerful, who is the IPOB spokesperson, he dismissed the initiative. He said he dismissed everything. He said that creating a new state will only cause more confusion in the IPOB, in the southern eastern part of Nigeria. He said that the state that is even there alone, gone safe, that they have not even been developed. They have not been fully developed, and now you want to add one more. So the state they have not fully developed everything, and now you want to add one more confusion onto the IPOB heads. Ah, there are some things now that I see that the government are just wasting their time doing, like changing the national anthem. See, changing the national anthem does not improve anything in the Nigerians. It doesn't solve anything in Nigerians' problem. Now they are trying to create a new state, carving out of Imo Imo Abia and Anambra State. That won't even solve any problem at all. You are just creating another problem for yourself. You are creating another problem for yourself. He said creating more states in Igboland means creating more confusion and hatred among the Igbo. Said that the already existing states have not been well managed by Nigeria, and now you want to create more confusion. Yes, has Anambra State been well managed by Nigeria? No, and now you want to create another state. When will this Nigerian government begin to use their brains when deciding